Organizers say it is the biggest Martin Luther King Jr. march in the entire nation, and it happens right here in San Antonio. Every year, tens of thousands of people walk nearly 3 miles from Martin Luther King Jr. Academy to Pittman-Sullivan Park on the city's historic east side to take part in this decades-old event. We sat down with the chair of the city's MLK Jr. Commission to learn how the march started out and how it's grown over the years. Here's Devin Clark with tonight's Throwback Thursday.
It's really a privilege that San Antonio does host the largest march, since we only have 7 to 8% African American. But what needs to be noted, it's not an African American march. It is a people march. It is a march for the community.
Dr. Keely Petty says the roots of San Antonio's MLK March can be traced back to 1968 with Reverend Dr. RAYMOND CALLIES. He organized the first march to call attention to the need for basic infrastructure on the east side.
It was Reverend CALLIES by himself and probably his family. He was a lone ranger just wanting to promote the cause and the mission of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King.
But it didn't take long for the march to gain traction.
Throughout the years, City of San Antonio residents began to partner with him on the march, and in 1987 the City of San Antonio made it a city commission.
And little by little, with the help of private residents, nonprofits, and other civic organizations, the event grew.
I think the swelling of the march began because everybody has an interest in dignity, everybody has an interest in justice, everybody has an interest in civil rights for all people from all walks of life.
Throughout the years, people have traveled from across the country to participate, including members of Dr. King's family and activists involved in the 1960s civil rights movement, like Rosa Parks. The march now has more than 300,000 participants each year, and that number is expected to continue to grow.
We have a lot of dreamers in San Antonio, and they have an intense desire to keep the dream of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. alive.
It's a dream that Petty says is still important.
We still are in this 21st century. We're still fighting for equality. We're still fighting for civil rights. We are still fighting for justice.
The march is taking place on Monday, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. To learn more about the march and to register, go to sanantonio.gov/MLK.